Hey guys, today we're gonna be commentating.
That's your intro.
That's my intro, bro.
That's it.
Yeah,
Oh, bro. All right, welcome back. It's round four, Azerbaijan. I'm pretty round four, right? Yep. Round
yeah.
four, Azerbaijan. Back again. Me and Stoic with Hayes, the commentators for today. 16 car grid so far. Didn't we have 18 reserved? I feel like we might get more. Men qualifying. We're gonna get
Yeah.
ready to go here in a minute. Round four. Who is actually give us a championship update, Hayes? You on your phone
Championship
now?
update. Let me go. Let me make my way to the standings.
So
We got
looking
our
like so far we've
X2
had.
standings. So far, Moist, even with his incident in Austria, is still leading the championship by. I'm not gonna do the math, but it looks like 12. Wait, no, 13 points. 13, 14
Over
points.
over who? I think it'd
Over
be Irons
Shaqiri,
maybe. Oh, Shikari. Oh,
and
the
then
Irons.
Snake below. No, Irons is all the way down in a. Wait, let me count. One, one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Yeah, Irons is an eighth overall.
Well, of course his standings position isn't representative of the pace he's had. He got a little bit unlucky with Moist running to the back of him after that safety car last week. In fact, if you
Yeah,
haven't watched that VOD, it'll still be up for this week. It'll get erased next week Sunday. But if you are interested, I think that was a race of the season we had there at the end. Too. Zola taking the win, his first race for the defending constructors Mercedes. Excuse me. But I think that was the race of the season. I don't know if Azerbaijan will top it. This is safety car simulator for me at least. This track, so it seems to be someone in the wall every other lap here.
the walls seem to protrude a little bit.
Yep, just a little bit jagged on exit. Doesn't ever seem like they're straightened. You touch the wall, your wheels off. That's how I view it here. But of course, with street circuits, getting right next to them is the way to go fast. Who will be the one to take all the dares and challenges here and go fastest, and who will be the ones to slam into them and end the race early? That's the question here at Azerbaijan. But that's why we're here. It's a different track. We have one qualifying ban here. It's Galminator, waiting for him to retire. He should retire soon.
Oh, is it good?
Or
Wait,
we
whoa. What is this weather looking like? Hold on. There may be about to be a. There may be about to be a shift.
is it wet weather perhaps?
This weather's looking
There's
pretty overcasty. Oh, it's all dry. Okay. Whew.
I do see the sun in the background here. I was a little bit confused. I thought maybe it was a game glitch, but Galminator takes his qualifying ban. If everyone else sets out, they should just be safely through.
Boothie
They
gonna be
shouldn't
the
get
first
recovered.
one out. Gotta adjust all of our
Yeah, got it.
info.
I'm
And
on it.
Boothie
I got all the info.
immediately
And
onto the runoff road.
not the start he's looking for. That's anything to say about the rest of his qualifying. That's not a bad omen for him.
Oh, I almost forgot. Let me get the details and tire and stuff pulled up.
I've got mine pulled up. Got everything on lock. I've been doing this 4 races. I'm used to it now, Got myself in the back.
Yeah, you're a fibber. You're a liar.
Whoa. I want to watch the hard R. Come on now, Hayes.
Bro. But you're lying.
Oh, what happened?
I'm looking at the stream right now.
I've got all the info up now. Got all the track details, got the full map, got the telemetry, got the sector times.
I don't know what
Watching
you're
Boothie
talking
on his
about.
outlap.
I still don't see like soft, hard.
Oh, you want the tire stuff? Oh, I see. Oh, hard. Oh, yeah, for sure. Harry is Boothie's teammate here. He's on hard in Q1. So is Windex.
He's got confidence.
And
Oh,
he's in a wall, I believe. Who is going to be coming up behind him? Dixie, perhaps. Not Windex. Red Bull of Windex, where is Harry? And I see his front wing. His car disappeared, but he was in the wall there at turn 5, I believe, or turn 4. On the
that
hards, just didn't get the warm up on.
was a
He
splendid
was
start.
This qualifying is done before it even got underway. This is what I'm talking about. Azerbaijan getting close to the wall is ready to go fast. Of course, not on the outlap, but even you graze the wall, and it seems like your quality is over. That is Harry out of the session. He might go through since Galmater retired first, but maybe Galmater might get lucky and jump some people.
Oh wait, Belly was involved in that too.
Oh yeah, both Aston Martins are out again. Oh, Aston Martin can't get the break.
Aston Martin disaster class.
We don't have any Alfa Romeos in the session today, so the curse won't continue for Azerbaijan at least.
Let's hope and pray.
Let's get back to the lap stuff. We're Baku here, riding on board of Baku. His first lap, our first runner here. It's looking alright. It's like, I think people struggling with that track evo. No track evo, of course, for first laps in Q1. It's a bit slidey, a bit hard to brake. Might lock up a couple times, but
Boothie flying.
I mean, he is the first one to cross the sector 1 line. I will say purple, well, no matter what sector goes to. Ooh, a bit wide. He invalidates.
Invalidation.
He invalidated.
There's a Ferrari.
A Ferrari. Oh, there seems to be a lot of people stacked up towards T2. It's a big gap between Boothie and the rest. Maybe some of them got caught up by Harry's and Veli's DNF.
Let's slow down a bit. See what Windex can do. Just beginning his lap.
I'm riding on board Snake.
This is my prediction for the championship win right here. This guy right here.
That's bold. That's very bold considering the results he's had so far.
This guy right here is going to win the championship.
He's had a lot of chances to make some good results, but he's retired in quite a lot of them.
Well, that's just the curse that follows the Red Bull.
I feel like there's a lot of teams that are cursed here, but the most notorious from here are
too close to the wall.
Yeah, Snake on his lap here. It's looking alright. It's looking quite good. Doesn't look like he's pushing too hard. Taking it easy, you get a bank a lap in. You'll be through as long as you get a lap in, no matter what time it is. Since there are retirements, only 16th position.
Oh, and there goes Moist.
Zola, or Moist, my fault. Moist is retired. That's at the end of Castle section too. There's a lot of people here, really struggling.
Alpine.
If this is anything to prelude the race, we're gonna be here for a long day. Hayes.
There's already 3 DNFs from qualifying.
1 retire for a quali ban, and
a 144.2 is going to be the time they chase after. Windex goes P2 with a 145.2 on hards.
Next across the line looks like, oh, that's someone on the outlap. Looks like Windex next across the line, perhaps, or Fritzy.
I believe.
Well, Fritzy is
J-Leb. Fritzy.
P2. Good time for him. Next across the line will be the Alpha Tauri of Herbie, it looks like. See what he can do. It's not like it really matters. No matter what time you set, you will be through with all these DNFs. So people just, you don't have to push. Maybe just, like, yeah, he is blinking.
There's a Ferrari being a goofball back there.
I think that's, looks like Iron's maybe about to start his lap. Looks like he's running his tires a bit. And Herbie goes P2 as well. Only a couple hundredths off his teammate. On mediums too.
That AlphaTauri pace is going crazy.
It's very good indeed. Shikari. I think he's just going to set his lap. I don't think he's pushing at all. No, he'll be third no matter what time he sets. It's a 3-minute lap time here for Shikari. Absolutely flying here, Hayes. DRS open. Shikari goes P10 with a 3-minute 5-second lap time. I think
there we
go. Pole here, Hayes.
That's pole.
He's got pole. Yeah,
this guy, that time is championship rivalry right there. That guy right there.
If I were Moist, I'd be quaking in my boots at the side of Shikari, only 13 points behind, setting lap time to 3 minutes 5 seconds. I'd be quaking. I'm riding aboard Constant now, the other Alpine, the last one on the lap of Zola, who is behind him. Looking to the sector 2 time. 122.0.
A little bit of a slide on the exit. Oh, that's another retirement.
Oh, and it is. That might be in the pit lane. It might be in pit box. Or is it the Red Bull?
No.
It's Red Bull here. Tritzy, and he's in a wall. Oh, my word. We've had
There's
half
already
the
been
DNF.
There's already been 4
Oh,
retirements from just DNFs alone.
and it's Q1. Oh, we're in for a long
Is
day
that
today,
another one?
Hayes.
No, that's in the
What?
pit
Where?
lane. Oh, I thought that was another one.
We're in here for a long day here, Hayes. I hope you brought your water with you.
Oh, and the Ferraris
And the
make
Ferrari.
contact.
I think maybe Shikari trying to let Irons by. Maybe got in his way a little bit. It won't matter too much. As I've reiterated a couple times now, if it doesn't matter what time you set, you will be through in the Q2 with all the retirements. But anyway, since I guess we're going to be preluded by a whole bunch of safety cars here, Hayes, what's something safety car related we can talk
The
about?
haunting.
People out here.
Zola doing a lap without ERS.
Let's see if he goes faster than Shikari here, and he does. Quite some way,
Completely
especially
braked at the line, by the way. J-Lab.
Yeah.
Oh, that's in the pits. I was about to say, how many retirements are we going to get?
On track, that is. Just crashes.
I think Gallimanter is going to make it through.
He is. Moist is already in the bottom. Moist is going to be eliminated. Wait. That's our championship leader. It's going to be dead last starting this race.
Moist will
By the
push
looks
through.
of the standing right now, Moist is going to be eliminated from my screen at least. Moist is in 16th right now with the retirement. The first one was he the no, it was the third one to crash. I don't know how that's happened, but maybe he crashed earlier in the lap than the rest of them. But at least it's looking like our championship leader might be eliminated here in Q1. That'd be a shock.
It shouldn't. He should be out. But with the 5 retirements, or the 4 retirements and the 1 qualifying bad.
That would be quite. I don't know whether to say disappointing for him or depressed. I don't know what to say. I guess it just feels kind of empty, just
Irons going
like
on his
that.
lap again, touches Castle. Ooh. He almost pulled the I am stupid. I am stupid.
Leclerc would be proud of that one right there. When he's brushing the walls here up the hill.
Leclerc would be very happy.
Okay, he's in a Ferrari too. It would fit the agenda perfectly if he would hit that wall. And purple sector
Purple
too,
sector too, even with the tapping of the wall.
He's gonna get the tow here from this Haas ahead. He looks a bit slow, maybe starting to lap. It's the Haas of Boothie.
Irons may run out of fuel before he gets to the line. No, he's not. He's gonna barely make it, and that's pole. Wow.
He won by over a second. What a time! But I still think his teammate with the 305
This guy needs to put down the G fuel or whatever he's doing. He needs to put it down.
I don't know if we're supposed to mention it on stream, so I'm gonna ask in Discord really quick for Zola just to see if I should. There is something special we wanna mention here, but I don't know if I'm allowed yet. Let me get confirmation.
Yeah, Sonic is getting confirmation really quickly.
Give me a second. I'm sending the message now. While we wait for confirmation from Zola. It's looking an AlphaTauri 2-3. It's a good result from that. Only Q1, but looks promising. Just waiting for the last 4 to retire. We have some people on outlaps actually here. Trying to get the laps in. Oh yeah, and I've just received confirmation from Zola, and here we go. You guys may have noticed something here different this weekend. We have a lot of drivers, maybe all of them, running pink or purple themed helmet, and that is to celebrate the new birth of this man's Iron's new baby who was born yesterday afternoon. Of course, a new baby daughter. All running pink helmets to support him here. Maybe get some extra pace for this weekend too. A little
Yeah,
special occasion for him.
I just remembered that, and I'm getting myself put back into the X1 pole just so I can represent the Ferrari. Hopefully we don't hit a wall, but you know.
Giving him some extra pace here for newborn daughter. Over a second in Q1. Very promising. And it is only Flavor. And Remixo is in the Walt Castle. We have another DNF
This
already.
is this is
Oh,
splendid.
it's not looking good for the race here. Didn't look like safety car simulator, but a special day for Irons here. Almost at the point we want to mention something special.
Oh,
Running
and
pink helmets is
Flavor
important.
taps the wall.
You don't need to be pushing your Flavor. Just get it around the track. We've seen a lot of DNFs already. Set your time, make it through. Only one on track, of course. Just watching, just enjoying the sights and sounds for a bit. Might run on board of him for a bit for this lap. See if he gets it done. Ooh, very deep. Can't do that too many times.
Flavor zooming.
Purple sector 2 at the end here. It's looking promising for him if he can get it done here. Let's see what type of promise he has for the rest of the session. He's to pick up the pieces from McLaren here since Moist may be eliminated. It goes P2. But
Picking up
still
the
1
pieces.
second off of Irons. I don't know, still 1 second off of Irons in the same tire compound. Flavor might just run back to the pits here and retire in the pits to get quali over and done with here.
I will
At the
be
end of the-
right
end of the
back.
session here.
Just give me 1 second.
That tops off Q1. A lot of DNFs here. This is looking quite dreading the race here, not gonna lie. There's gonna be a lot of safety cars if quali has anything to represent here. It's gonna be a long day. Hope that all of you are doing well. Maybe bring some snacks. You probably need it. Maybe even lunch if you're, depending what time zone you're in. Dinner even if you're in Britain, I guess. But if we're all strapped in and ready, it's gonna be a long day today. Baku. It's always a lot of safety cars, no matter either way. Maybe get a red flag here to spice things up. This Flavor, I do believe, is going to pull off the left here, coming to the pits. The end off quality for us here.
Alright, I am back.
And Flavor is pulling into the pits. So the end off quality, the end of quality right there. I still am waiting to see if Moist gets eliminated for that crash. That would be very disappointing for him. Championship leader out because of a crash in Q1. Very
Moist
unlucky.
has just stated that the gloves are coming off.
Not even the first 1-2 crash. It might be the first one out here tonight.
That is wild. That is actually crazy.
If he can pull it back from there, I might just give him the championship from now. if he managed to pull off some miracle work like he did in the exhibition.
Just hand
Of
him the
course, in the
crown.
exhibition.
Just hand him it at
The
that point.
exhibition race in Azerbaijan a couple weeks ago. He spun on lap 1 or 2, I believe, all the way down to last and came back to win by 20 seconds. A very dominant drive from him. And pull that type of pace back here again. Just waiting for Flavor to retire here. Get moving. It's only 5 seconds left in Q1. That is your running right now. Maybe your pick your horse in the race. See who gets pulled.
Moist.
And oh, we have a lot of people retired. It's not
Yeah.
it's not the normal rules. All from 12th. I guess if you don't set a time and crash, you will get retired. That is
No,
something new to
Fritzy
me.
set a time and crashed and he got retired.
Oh, that's something new to me. Whatever it was before for me, if you just set your time and crash, you'd still be through if you're above 16th. It's, at least in all the sessions I've done. Maybe it's something I don't know about, but it's very unlucky for a lot of drivers here.
Very, very unlucky.
We're only gonna have one
Windex
people
up into
eliminated in Q2.
P6. That's my championship boat right there.
This is gonna be a race of attrition here. You just keep it out of the walls and get a very good finish. How do you think X1's gonna play it later, Hayes? It's
Chaos.
a lot more tight field.
Chaos. AKA slamming into the walls. Room not being left. 3 wide and castle. Everything.
Let's get some safety. Let's get some early safety car predictions. How many safety cars do you think we're gonna have today?
7.
7. Oh, damn. I think 4 is the limit. It's 7. I think that would happen maybe in real life, maybe. If we had this type of grid in real life and there's no safety car limits. But I think 4 is the limit here. It's what the game will throw out. If we start signing out VSCs and stuff. But I'm saying we get the full 4 and maybe 2 VSCs. If we're lucky, a red flag. But Dominator retiring again.
I don't think we would be lucky to get a red flag.
I'm still yet to see them in a league race. It would be nice.
Ugh. I'm about to get a,
Riding on board with Irons here, who had that outstanding pace in Q1. See what he can set in his first lap here. No track evo, or minimal track evo from Q1. Maybe pull it down to a 42 here. See if he gets it. Done on mediums, I believe. Oh, it's on softs. Who is the first on track? I believe it's Snake or Herbie. But I want to see what Moist can do for, or not Moist, Irons. Let's see if this gets that extra pace from his newborn daughter. Daughter power, father power, I guess. Hoping for a good result here for him. He's had a couple of disappointing results, some unlucky, some by fault, but maybe it might upturn in luck here. Azerbaijan.
well, I got out of the X1 race, Paul. Let me tell you the story. So I got out of the X1 race, Paul. I then got back in, trying to represent Irons. And then I got hit with the statement, if you don't go to this, you're getting the car keys taken.
That's crazy.
And I can't live without my car. So,
Gotta show
unfortunately,
up, I guess.
I'm gonna have to rep next race.
Oh, that's wild. You're backing out. Oh, that's wild. Arch would be so disappointed in you.
Bro, I cannot
Arch
live
would be
without
so
my car
disappointed.
keys.
His new daughter's looking at you with shame right now. That's wild. I would be
She's
aggravated right
cursing
now.
me.
Yeah, she's gonna haunt you.
I'm cursed
You're gonna
now.
hear her crying babies in your sleep for about a week now.
I'm gonna have to experience what Irons is gonna experience up until like
Yep.
she's for a whole year actually.
Even after that, the tantrum stage is until they're like 6 or something now.
Yeah.
Let's get back to F1.
Yeah, let's get back to
shall we?
F1.
Alright, here on this flag lap. Let me pull up the telemetry. I've been quite slow with that. Apologize. And there's a Ferrari in the wall. Oh, let's pull off to the side. Got out the way, not DNF'd. Very lucky.
Kirby,
44.0.
44.04. Irons zooming.
It's a good banker lap from Herbie. Let's see if Irons can pull it down to a 42 here.
Boothie goes P2. Let's see what Irons can do, getting some toe off of his teammate. To the line.
Irons is, a mid 42. What a time from him.
Jesus.
43.1 was his time in Q1. What a time from Irons here. Really,
We're about to see a
power.
Max Verstappen 2022 comeback is what we're about to witness.
Really feeling that newfound fall to power, but again, the Alpha Towers really close together, actually. Only 300th separating the two of them. Exactly 300th. Very close again here.
I'm looking at who all has the pink helmet on.
I believe most drivers, if not all, have
I'm
some
pretty,
sort of pink
yeah,
or purple helmet scheme.
Yeah, it is every single one of them.
Yeah.
Wait, does Windex have it on?
Does he? I'm not
Yes,
sure
he
myself,
does.
but everybody then, I assume. From the line now, Zola on his lap, and it's a 48.
Oh, and that's a Ferrari.
I'm not using ERS from Zola there. And Shikari is letting people by, maybe wing damage or such. No idea.
Shikari's going for his
plan.
amazing lap time again.
Yeah. He's trying to set another Le Mans type lap here at Azerbaijan. Running for pole here. This man right here, Shikari. My pole man's. As we jump aboard with J-Leb, we should be coming to the line now. The time he can cut that for us on the hards. No ERS usage either. It's going to be a 47.5. Beats his teammate on the softs who wasn't using ERS either by a second. Maybe a mistake there from Solo. Constant Jet with the 150.2. Anyone else on flying laps? Looking like a Red Bull of Windex. That's an outlap. And there's a Shikari off track at turn 8 here, I believe. No, it's turn 7. He's in the runoff area, just milling, I guess. I don't know what's going on with him. Couple laps are trying to set here, but come to the line next. I believe Constant Jet is looking like an in lap, not using ERS. I do believe it's probably just Windex about to start his lap next across the line. The push. Oh no, he's boxing. He just didn't use ERS either. Oh, I think that's the first runs down here, Hayes. First runs.
I know a lot about these pit lanes, considering earlier I got a pit lane speeding penalty by 1 mile per hour.
I believe Avs fan, who was in the XNA race on Wednesday, actually got a pit lane speeding penalty for being 4 kilometers under the speed limit. So the game did bug there, give him a penalty. Got it removed, got that Haas 2-3 reinstated. But the game does have quite a few bugs. Maybe it's just a bit strict with the pit lane stuff. I've seen sometimes it's a drive-through, sometimes it's just a 5-second. I don't know how that works yet. Maybe it's speed dependent.
Irons retires knowing that it's just into Q2.
A lot of people just, I don't know, setting their one lap and just thinking that's enough.
This qualifying has just been pretty bland so far.
Half the session has DNF'd already. We're down to 10 runners in Q2 already with a 16 starting grid. Maybe the race will have a bit more for us, but quite a slow day in the office here for Cole.
And Shaqiri with a 328.3.
What a bro. What is that, like 23 seconds slower, bro?
This man is setting Le Mans times.
Here on Azerbaijan, but I think he's still pole. You know, maybe he can do it on inters this type of pace. I believe he's just really looking strong here.
Watch him in Q3, bang it on pole.
I'm calling it. It's my guy for pole right there.
Everybody should just like line up and do a celebratory convoy for irons. All I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, half the lobby's DNF'd already. We might have to bring them back from the dead here, like metaphorically, get them to the line, but it would be nice to see a little tribute. Irons again with a time that's even faster now. I think that's a second and a half or maybe two.
Shaqiri is doing this all legally.
Just moving out of the way too.
Oh, he's going for another one. Oh, he's 11 seconds up. It's flying.
Not even F2 car times are this slow, I don't think. Not even F3 cars, I believe, would be that slow. Sometimes he's cooking up something special there. Maybe some advanced tire saving we don't know about. Or maybe he's just practicing for under safety car conditions. Maybe just practicing for that, I don't know.
Yeah, he's making sure that no rear wings are going to be lost.
We'll jump on board a Flavor here. We'll do a full onboard lap at Flavor. Yeah, he gets it done on Baku again this time.
We're going to critique it.
We're going to be a little critic here. This way he gets it done. Now, you actually don't want to be over this white line on the outside here, coming to corners and brake, because it has such little grip that you actually lock your tire way easier than you think you will. So you want to actually just be touching the white line. He touches it now, not over it, barely over it. Good, fine enough, but gets it done. A little bit narrow through there. Turn 5 over the curb. Don't really want to touch that, but you know, different lines. The C brakes very late for turn 6. It flicks into turn 7, I believe. Oh, no, that's turn 6 there. Coming to turn 7 now. Braking late again. Very deep. Oh, and nearly into the wall, and he's out already. Oh my. The caster curse. We're watching him, and he's out. He's in
Dude,
the wall.
you
Oh,
are
no.
so cruel. You are so very close to the wall, very deep, and he's into the wall.
Oh no. Oh, the commentator
cruel.
I got Windex now. Also late into there, but much slower entry speed. Not as much ERS, I believe.
Okay, I have been in the pole, out of the pole, back into the pole, and then out of the pole again.
Getting tossed around right now. Dude, pick your lane. Come on. Which one is you?
I need those car keys. Need them.
I mean, do I get haunted by a newborn baby? I'm gonna tell Irons to send you a 1 hour clip of his baby crying every.
He just
every
sends me
night,
the
every time you
recordings
get
of the
to see
baby
him.
monitor.
I want you to put it through like a Bose speaker too in your room, like the entire night, trying to sleep, just on loop. New child crying.
It is
This
all about
child
the
like
car
that.
keys, J-Lab. All about them.
Yeah, you gotta be careful with his child. Oh wow, hey, what happened? What happened to that noble reason that I'm doing it for his child?
Windex
What
goes
happened to that,
P5 with a 146.
Don't ignore me.
Oh,
Don't
we're
ignore
gonna
me.
have
Don't ignore me. So what happened to the poor Irons child, huh? What happened to that? All about the car keys, huh?
Let's see if Windex remembers how he has to make it back to the pit lane.
The last car on track, he'll be back in the pit lane when this happens to the tire. See us through Q3.
Irons is just gonna, I'm just gonna open my door one day. There's just gonna be a package addressed to me. I'm gonna open it. It's just gonna be a baby monitor of a baby just screaming and crying.
They're gonna be metal like.
He's gonna like hide one of my walls. That's all I'm gonna do.
I hope he makes it out of like carbon fiber. You can't even break it. You have to keep it there. It's just on loop.
He's gonna make it out of like titanium, and I have to like melt it down to be able to break it. He's gonna put it in a titanium box with a bunch of little holes, so the sound gets out, but I can't get to it.
You can't even lift it up. You're just gonna screw it down to like your front doorstep. You can't even lift it up.
He's just gonna weld it. to my like wall.
That's what you get for ignoring his child like that, ignoring his wife's tributes.
I'll tribute. Oh, Windex is up on his time.
He has 0 battery left though. It's a purple sector 2 from him. Might be a visual good considering he's on the hards, but you never know.
He better not
Maybe
hit that
off
line.
will be crazy.
He better not hit that. He better go into that pit lane. He better not hit that line.
He has absolutely no way.
Oh, he's gonna.
Oh,
I thought he was gonna hit the line.
Whew. And that will be the end of Q2. And Flavor is looking like your elimination here. Watched him crash. Galvanator's made it to Q3 despite having a qualifying ban. Oh my days.
This guy has got the luck.
It's just him. Made a Q3 appearance of the qualifying
He's Himothy.
ban. Put it in the record books. Put it in the record books. I guess that's just the way Azerbaijan flows. Despite the qualifying ban, he has made an appearance in Q3. We have an Aston Martin in Q3. Wild to me. Looking like it. We have 2 Alpha Tauris and 2 Ferraris and 2 Mercs into Q3. That's your teams. Your team stacks, the rest are solos. With an Alpine, a Aston Martin, no McLarens, and a Red Bull.
Huge Ferrari sandwich.
Yep. All the way down to P9 Shikari with that massive time of a 328.3.
I wonder what time Shikari is going to be looking to set in Q3.
Maybe he reaches 4 minutes. Maybe he reaches under 1. Who knows? He's stalking up that pace. Oh, there are your final 10. Irons by a 1.5 seconds over Herbie in P1. It's just looking quite ominous at this point. The dad pace from Irons there. Been over a second in both qualifying sessions so far.
He's got like a daughter screaming in the background.
It's just fueling him. But the Alpha Tauris 2-3 separated by a couple hundredths, just under 300ths. Or 400ths, just under 400ths. Then we got Boothie, the Haas on mediums to round out the second row and fourth. That's 0.8 back off of Snake too. That's a very spread grid, despite only being 10 runners in terms of gaps.
I just realized that XRL had a esports division.
Oh, we do?
Yeah. Maybe old. There's an esports division.
This league's been up since the 2019 game, I believe, so it wouldn't surprise me if it was for one of the old games. The community was smaller. And first on track is the Alpha Tauri of Herbie or Snake. Seeing which one? It is Snake. Alpha Tauri is running very close together here in qualifying 3. Or qualifying 2 and 1, very close. Under a 10th gap between the two of them. Maybe the closest gap so far around this track. And his teammates Herbie joined him down on track with Boothie behind Herbie as well. Everyone getting out now to set the first banker laps. Galvanator retires again, somehow in Q3 with that qualifying ban. Stuff of miracles here. A nice cruise on his outlap, not doing much, maybe just run the tires, push a bit into the entries. Running on board the snake, my fault. For the first lap is Banker, so you can get it done, how hard he pushes. Q3, the best tracky that they've seen so far. Might push a bit deep now. Get a bit rough on the brakes.
We've got our Poland dev was a 40.3. Yeah, wow.
So you get the X2 drives would get anywhere near that time. Turn 1 a bit wide there for Snake. Turn 2, nice and hooked up. See, we get next to the wall, down to turn 3 now. Long one, turn 3. Good exit at turn 2, he'll be gaining time all the way down the straight with the speed, braking just before the 100 there. Get down to 3rd, hook it in, touches the curb, good. Close to the line as you can, doesn't go all the way to the wall like most people do. Hits it nicely for turn 4, onto the line again. He's keeping it away from the walls. He knows that he'll race with turn here. He just keeps it off the wall, he has a good result. To turn 5, 6, left, right, chicane flicks. Down to turn 7 now. Decent run out of turn 6, brakes very deep. A lot of drivers going very deep there on the brakes for turn 7. Gets it done though, stops it in time. Through Castle now. You want to avoid that wall on the left, it'll throw you into the wall on the right. Do this right off camber turn 9 through turn 10 now.
Snake having a beautiful lap stoic.
It's looking alright. I think Irons will probably beat it.
It's looking alright.
I mean, judging by the pace Irons is
just
showing,
let the man have a win.
Through the roundabout now, down the hill.
It's going to be a 118.5. I believe that's one of the fastest sectors we've seen.
The final rear corner, just left, right, chicane stuff, flat out, absolutely flat out, not really corners. You hit the line right, stay out of that wall there to lift the tires off. A little kink now down to the wide, just a long run. Get your hands off the wheel, open the RF now, and just wait for the line now.
Put your hands in the air like you just don't care.
It's going to be a 142.8.
And Herbie!
Maybe?
Herbie just...
And
he hit the wall, and I'm not lying, I'm not exaggerating, this car was in the air.
Oh man, there's so many. Galvin is going to start P9 at this rate. So Irons on his lap now. His fastest lap in Q2 was a 42.5, so as I said, I don't think that's going to be enough for Snake there. Probably have to go out again. And on the push lap now. Looking nice and hooked up and a little bit better than Herbie because they're getting closer to the wall. Shikari, it's a 42 I told you you're throwing that pace up. 4/10 up on Irons Q2 time.
Let's see if Irons, the man, the myth, the legend, can get into the 141s.
His teammate now beating his Q2 time. Irons has to push a bit more now if he wants to get that pole off of him. The faster time seen so far from Shikari had the same as Le Mans-esque lap times. Knew he had something stored up for us, something special. Oh, and Irons does invalidate. He goes wide there at turn 10 at the exit. Very unlucky for him. He'll have to go again. Maybe slap on these of the sauce. All that pace is all for nothing here. Invalidated. Laps won't count. Got a little constant jet now. Down to turn 3. Good. I don't know about the exit. A bit wide there at turn 2. Might be losing a bit of time down the straight. Coming to turn 3. Yeah, he did. He might box, getting these sort of softs on. Concentrate just a little bit of traffic here in Zola, I believe, or JLab, one of the Mercedes. We turn 5 now, the left-right chicane flick. Turn 6, exit very squirrely on exit. Won't help him down this run now. It's on mediums, I've just noticed, constant jet. I don't know if we've seen too much of a competitive time here on the mediums, but maybe he's something special in his run plan that we don't know about. A little bit narrow to turn 10 there. Not a good run. Kind of compromises run there. Down the loop with a little triple left now. A quadruple for counting turn 10. Down the hill. Very close to the wall. I think he actually brushed the wall there. Over the curb. Wouldn't help his exit to the final real corner now.
Constant jet.
Narrow.
The pace machine.
It looks like he's kind of holding back to me. Taking it very easy, trying to keep it at the walls. Ooh, very close there. Putting quite a bit of steering wheel, I can tell. Keep it over the wall there. And to the line now, it's going to be a 45.4. Was holding back a bit. It's on the mediums as well. Get the tire data up. Yeah, only driver on the medium so far. Irons is on a lap now, actually. He didn't box. He went again. He tried to batting one again with this worn socks. And his front wing is broken, I believe. His front wing is broken. Irons has made a mistake somewhere. His front wing is gone.
That thing is gone. Let's see what he can. Let's see what his Sector 2 time can be. Yeah, he's gonna need to abort that one.
Yeah, that's a second and 7/10 off of Herb Snakes, I believe, actually. With the 118. Something in that realm. See if we can keep it at the wall
Constant
here.
jet, just the sheer
Ooh.
pace machine that he is.
So close to the wall there for Iron. You don't want DNF on an in lap. The wing makes that corner very difficult. And all of a sudden it turns from just a flat out left right to a Monaco reminiscent turn, maybe, which swimming pool section type. Very close to that wall. Next across the line is going to be Boothie, I believe, on this flying lap. But he is not using ERS. He set up purple sector 2, as the graphics told me. Probably not, considering he's not using ERS. Maybe just a visual bug there.
Boothie has just got. Yeah, he's like at a 143 right now. The game is telling me.
Yeah, and he's all up the straight. Not doing anything competitive there. Constant jet on his in lap. The only one on track going to set the competitive line. And
hits
Boothie
the pit
in the
lane
pit.
wall.
And he has to say, Galminator is going to start P8. This is unbelievable. He's going to start P8 with the
This guy
ban.
made it through Q1, Q2, and now is going to start P8 in Q3. No way.
We had 16 runners join the session. He's halfway up the grid. The P8 is exactly halfway. The stuff of miracles for Galminator here. He's going to start P8 no matter what, considering he's the first one to retire and the other two have crashed.
Let's see what Windex can do. This just sheer pace machine.
Purple Sector 1, as the graphics show us, maybe not.
And he did the little shimmy. His car was sideways.
Coming out of turn 6, yeah, turn 6.
Yeah,
the castle
very close to castle wall.
Out of turn 10, this is where most people invalidate. Don't want to get too far over that white line. Keeps it good, not invalidated. Did skip over that turn 9 curb though. Or that turn 10 curb might have hampered his run out of there a little bit.
He's flying, coming down.
Difficult to break.
Beautiful, very close to the wall, mimicking Max Verstappen. Pretty sector 2.
Turn now.
Let's see what he can do now.
20s. I believe his sector 2 is in the 20s, and he is charging battery. He's blinking, so he's turned off his battery for the straight.
No, it's still on.
Much. Oh, he turned it back on. Stop blink. He's turned it back on. Maybe he turned it off for the left-right chicane, not really trusting himself to get there without crashing. And it's going to be a 43.5.
For Windex, that's going to be P4. Slip him right in.
Slots in the P4. It's a good time for him.
Iron's going to be starting his lap soon.
Yeah. It's going to be the next one to start. Oh no, that's actually going to be the Alpha Tauri.
If Iron's DNFs, Gallivanter starts P7.
The next to start their lap's going to be the Alpha Tauri Snake here. Everyone else getting ready. There's 1 minute left in Q3. It's going to be the final run. It's crunch time now for everyone here.
Shaqiri's sitting in the pit lane, pretty confident about his time. And there he goes. He's retired. Oh, this is going to be a Ferrari one too, Lincoln is saying. Let's see what Snake can pull together. Maybe he can interrupt this one too.
It looks like a much better lap to Snake here so far. Much better run through turn 2. Break very late here. Get it down on the curb. He goes a bit wide. Fine though. Gets closer to the wall than he did on his banker lap. And through turn 4.
A little bit of a shimmy. But he is going to be 400s up.
It's not enough.
It's not enough, but let's see what he can do through these final sectors.
See if we can pull it back. So maybe he made a big mistake somewhere. Maybe we can pull it back through this middle sector. He'll know where he's lost the time. He'll still be pushing. Close to the wall there at Castle. You went as close as you can through turn 9, 10. Very good run there.
Ooh.
A bit conservative through for him. A long ways off that white line there, but maybe he's up on his time. We'll see. Come to the end of sector line down the hill here. Braking for this corner. Very challenging. Down. Don't want to touch that curb. Get as close as he can. Perfect run through there. On the white line. Coming down to the sector 2 line. On the way down. Now,
that is going to be 900's down. He's not going to get it.
It's not enough.
Let's see what the Ferrari can do.
It's not a very good lap from her.
Ferrari looking to have a
Snake will
good
improve,
run. Takes it beautifully.
Irons now he's into 60, into
Oh,
17 zeros.
no.
What a Irons is absolutely cooking here in the 17-0 sector 2 end here.
He's burning the whole.
Left, right.
He's burning the whole neighborhood down at this point.
Got the track alight. This is looking like some X1 patience here from Irons coming to the line now. Just waiting from across the line, tension building.
It's gotta be one. There it goes.
Oh, what a lap from Irons there. That is good enough for X1 Q3 times. I'm calling it right there. He is absolutely flying here tonight. Next across the line is looking like the Alpine of Constant Jet on his flying route now. See if he's up.
X1 with this kind of pace. He needs to go. He needs to get there ASAP.
It's a very brilliant lap from him. It's 8/10 up on his teammate. Absolutely flying.
Don't forget about Zola, our Austria winner.
Next across the line will be Constant Jet as we await the Mercs behind him. Left, right, the flick chicane, flat out, just keeping away from the wall, playing very conservative. Coming to the line now. I forgot to check second time. I do not know if he's up on his time. It does look so. Coming to the line now. It's going to be a 44.7, and he stays P7. A couple hundreds off of J-Leb in front, who's come to the line now. See if he improves. Get up there with his teammate, perhaps. And J-Leb stays in the 44s. 44.6, stays P6. Not enough to bump down Windex. Solo to the line now. He is down on his time through Q2, as the timers have told me. Coming to the line now, it's going to be a 43.8, I believe. I'm not sure. And he bumps to P4. I think he stayed P4, actually. So that is not many improvements. But Irons, dominant, 8/10 over his teammate there. And then Snake and a further 6/10 or 7 behind Shikari and P2. A Ferrari lockout in the front row here.
Exactly. Ferrari just...
Domination. If only they could do this in real life, huh?
Oh, come on, that's not fair.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Maybe it's just Irons' dad power kicking in here. As we have our 5-minute break coming up, people get their strategy set and the tire choices. It's a perfect time for a bathroom break. Maybe get a snack now. It's going to be a long race. I can tell with all the safety cars, all the DNS we've had, we aren't going to have a lot of safety cars, a lot of VSCs. Checking what time we're going to get going here. We're going to get going at... So there's no message yet. We're still waiting. Just waiting for the message now. And we are going to get going at 57 EST. Give me a minute.
How was airborne?
Not yet. Is the Wi-Fi bad? Is it okay? Yeah, the Wi-Fi is bad. You're chopping. Okay.
Stoic, you gotta check.
Oh, you're lagging. I don't know what you said. Pardon me. Hold on.
You gotta check
go ahead.
DMs for this one. That's what you missed out on.
Oh, snakes. Oh, who was it?
That's Herbie.
Oh, absolutely went cartwheeling. Absolute train wreck for Herbie there. Went cartwheeling and everything. We're going to get going at 57. We have 3 minutes until countdown. Our red light's on. Take a nice chill break for Got user voices. Well, we're starting, Kate. Let's get a nice race prediction. We always do this every week. The race prediction from you.
Zola, J-Lab, P1, P2.
Oh, Jesus, that was fast. Hold on. I was not ready for that. Zola Jaleb just completely disregarded the Ferrari front row lockout.
Oh, Zola, P1. Actually, no.
Yeah,
Irons, P1.
No,
Irons, P1.
no,
Zola,
you're not going back.
P2, J-Lab, P3. J-Lab is getting on the podium.
In your first prediction, you completely forgot about Irons on the podium. Oh, again, his daughter's going to hate you for real, and him himself. You're going to be banned from the Irons household at this rate. It's not looking good for you. I'm going to say Irons gets the win.
Moist is going to have a last lap safety car battle with J-Lab and is going to barely clinch P4.
I'm going to say Irons gets the win for his daughter here. I'm going to say a miracle drive from Moist puts him back in P3. And who do I want as P2? I say Windex. Windex gets P2. How about that? Windex pulls a worldie to finish P2. And Irons gets the win for his daughter. It's a comeback drive from Moist into P3. But you're really going to get banned from the Irons household at this rate, Hayes. You got to start apologizing at this point.
Zola and J-Lab are going to be up there. Trust
That's a bit bull. I mean, Zola's P4. I can see him, but J-Lab's down like P8, I believe, or P7. And I don't think, even in the exhibition, I don't think J-Lab's finished a race here. I think he's DNF'd in all time so far.
Yes, and Stoic will win X1. Because he's a nerd.
I don't want to get ahead of myself.
He's a nerd. You're a nerd.
Oh, that's crazy. We have 1 minute till we go here, Hayes. You gotta lock in. You gotta get your first lap voice ready. This is you doing the first lap, of course.
Had to get my water sip.
Oh,
here
shit.
comes the boom!
Damn, I spilled my water. Oh, well, there goes my voice. My voice is gonna be shot by the end of this. I spilled my water.
Oh, did you spill your water?
Oh, no. No, it's gonna
I
be
bet
bad.
you're just sitting in your chair, water all over your shirt, just chilling, aren't you? You don't want to get up and go get a new shirt. That's what you're doing.
I spilled on the floor. I have a table beside me. I spilled on the floor.
Get a washcloth and wipe it up.
No, it's a concrete floor. My basement's a concrete floor. It'll dry up. It's not even.
So you're just gonna sit in water? You're just gonna stand right there?
No, it's away from me. It's away from me.
Then where was your water bottle?
No, this was a cup of water. It was beside me. And then
Did you swipe it? Were you trying to get to your controller to turn something on and you just swiped it off the table?
No, it just spilled forward onto the concrete floor at the basement, so cloth doesn't even work on it.
Okay, we're gonna be going now. Good luck, guys. Don't pull a Lewis Hamilton magic into turn 1, and yeah, we'll be all good. It's gonna be one red light. Oh, formation lap. Forgot.
We've turned that back on now. Yeah, it's fixed. We've turned it all back on.
I got so used to not doing it with formation lap. Shaqiri on the softs.
We're seeing a good mix of strategy here. A couple hard runners, a lot of medium runners, and a soft run from Shaqiri. Or Shikari. The softs will not last. They go like a maximum of 6 laps here, no matter what time we go. So that's not a really good strategy unless it's an early safety car, which I bet he's banking on to jump his teammate.
I think that's what he's betting on.
But even then, I don't think
he's gonna spin if he keeps doing what he's doing.
I don't think he'd have enough time to pull a gap to utilize the safety car, in my opinion. The softs will not last long at all, especially on high fuel.
You see, on this game, weaving is really useless because all you have to do is brake on the straight and your tires get heated.
Now, weaving is the worst way to warm your tires here, and I see a lot of people do it, and I'm just like, what are you doing? You're just ruining all your tire wear, plus it's just not worth it. You warm your tires on the surface temperature in one corner.
And with the new game, tire wear is actually on in formation lap. In 22 it wasn't for some weird reason.
Tire wear is so important here, so just keep your internals warm, and then after one corner on the safety car restart, your tire surface will be warm too, and you'll be back up to racing speed. So there's just no point in weaving for me. That's why I never do it. I think even in all the streams from X1, I don't think you've ever seen me weave unless I'm like out of fuel, and that's the only way to warm my tires. But this isn't a track that burns fuel either, so you don't need to be weaving. Just drive on earlier, like Irons is doing.
Yeah, earlier I was doing a 2-player career. Engine blowout for 8 cars.
That's wild. Of
It
course,
was a
it's
little bit.
quite hot
It
here.
was a little bit. Oh, and Shaqiri doing a little bit of a shimmy, shimmy, shimmy.
I think I did a 2-player career one time with Windex, and in my first race, Williams first car on the grid, I was leading the race, 4 laps to go, and my exhaust blew out or something, so I had to retire. And I never did 2-player again. That was the end of that.
I did 2-player with Windex too, and our engines both blew out.
Bro, it was so depressing. For Williams, I was
in
fighting for my
P1.
life.
I was in P1, sitting on a comfortable like 20-second lead. 2 laps to go, and then I just hear Mark over the radio. Oh, we've got an engine problem. And then the little
So
MFD
depressing.
lights up red, and I'm like, well.
I was fighting for my life there against the
Why are
red
we
race
having...
in that 2-player
What
career.
language are we speaking in chat?
What do they speak? They speak in like.
We're
Egyptian?
speaking French!
Hey, it's nice to get some multilinguals in here. Anyway, get ready, Hayes. Red lights are about to turn on. Lap 1 stuff here.
Let's see. It's gonna be 5 red lights, and it's lights out, and away we go. Shaqiri gets away well, but not well enough. Irons goes a little bit wide. Snake overtakes Shaqiri.
That's in the P2 now, coming down to turn 2. It's all argy-bargy back there. There's a lot of people making contact. Snake is getting the run. Snake getting the run on Irons here. Battery deployed. Is he pulling out? No, he sticks behind. Thinks better of it. But further behind, any moves happening. Good move behind Galmator on Flavor. Back to, oh, and into the side of Herbie. There's a big contact. Big crash behind. A lot of front wings missing. That's our first safety car out now.
It's only a virtual.
Flavor,
Thank God.
Flavor tagged the side of Herbie there and caused a massive traffic jam with cars behind, all slamming into the back of each other. It's a massive, what's it? Inertia effect or Mandela? I forget what the effect is called, but it's
What is in motion stays in motion.
It's and
Newton's
spin back
first
is
law, I'm
goofy.
pretty sure.
No, it's just a chain reaction. One car to the other, and then to the next, and it keeps going, piling up like train cars. But
The
you saw
ricochet
the spin
effect.
there from Boothie.
It's the ricochet effect.
You see our tire shards up now, but that is a lot of people's races out the window so far. Moist has kept it front and clean and all that. Running for a podium now. Our championship leader. The VSC,
Moist already up into P12. Wow.
Oh, speeding on the VSC, we're back in the green flag positions. Galminator, all his good luck is ruined already with the drive-through.
There's
Already
more
gone
yellow
for
flags
Galminator.
at the back.
And they're all looking a bit congested back there. Some people
Irons
are
go
filming,
1
oh, this
second
could be
gap
bad.
already.
Flavor ahead of the Alpine of Remixo with no front wing. He's got to keep it away from the wall there, and Remixo does good to keep it cautious. They might go through wide here down the straight. I do believe Flavor's in the box out of the way, but
Windex gets
Moist
the move on
Remixo
Zola.
here. And Moist is going to make the move on the outside on Remix. Can he hold it? Can he hold it on the inside? And what a move from Moist to keep it nearly in the wall. Oh, very good racing from the two of them there. Giving each other just enough space. If Moist can hold it around the outside, he cannot, but he tries to switch back. Gets a not as good a run as Remix out the second corner there. But no DRS enabled. I don't think he'll be wasting his battery just yet. He pulls to the inside, maybe throw a dummy. Nothing happening there. Further up the field, the gaps are spreading out a bit. Behind, we might have a move of Harry on J-Leb. He's looking to the inside. Does he get him on the brakes? No, he sticks behind him.
We've got
And J-Leb's
Windex,
nearly in
my
the
original
wall.
vote for P1, chasing after Shaqiri and Snake.
J-Leb nearly in the wall there. Loses 2 spots off of that. That's Harry into P12 now.
And I believe that
The
Windex
gaps
has
are
just
all
gotten
spread.
into the DRS of Shaqiri. Oh, and there's a
He's
yellow
still
flag at the back.
just
That's a
outside.
Haas. That's the Haas of Boothie.
That's Boothie in the runoff, and he gets back on the track. Maybe just going a bit wide on the pit lane. Saw him do that in qualifying. He won. No real tight gaps. They're all spreading out so far. The closest gaps right now is Moist on Remix right now.
Windex is chasing after Shaqiri, trying to keep in his DRS, and it's working.
It's all spreading out. A lot of people maybe just do some tire saving. We will see an inevitable safety car that brings us all back together. It's Azerbaijan. That's one thing you can expect. Death, taxes, and a safety car at Azerbaijan. The only three things guaranteed in life. As we see Moist pulling out to the inside here on Remix. He's going to get it done on the straight, but it looks like we're just going to try and fight this around the outside, actually. No, the RSCA doesn't have the straight line advantage. Remix tries to hold around the outside, but very deep on the brakes. Moist there, very confident. Remix having a look, but not close enough for the
DRS is enabled.
And Remix has moved to Remix has DRS now, though. Can he pull up to the back of Moist now? Does he have the straight line speed? It looks like Moist may be using some DRS to keep ahead. Does not at the pace for Mixo. And that is Moist into P9 now, secured and locked. Chasing after the back of Galminator, who has a drive-through penalty now. Further up the field, it is Constant Jet chasing after Herbie. And who's that? And behind Galminator running behind, but that drive-through will not put him in the running here. 8-10's closest gaps. Moist is catching, I believe. I haven't paid attention to the gap, I don't know, but just look like he's catching the back of his pack now.
Windex trying to get into Shaqiri's DRS. What he's trying is just not working for him, unfortunately.
Surprised to see Snake pull from Shikari after that qualifying gap, but maybe the softs just really are not working for Shikari here. We have a 4-car train now, all the way to P6 with Herbie. Zola in his own little land of his own now. I do believe, yep.
And Windex hits the wall!
And Windex is out already, and that is our first... Oh, it's another VSC
That's a
action.
full safety car.
And Windex is out by lap 3. My running for P2 is already the first retirement of the race. Very... I don't know, disappointing. I don't think he's finished a race so far this season.
I don't even know what's going on.
I don't know if Windex has finished a race so far this season. I may be wrong about that, but it's looking like a very dismal season for him so far. VSC, second one of the race. That's my prediction for 2 VSCs. Oh, it's a full safety car. It's a graphics bug. It is a full safety car. The safety car is out.
Yeah.
That will bunch up the field again, and that may be the perfect... And he does. Shikari does box. This is what he's hoping for. The early safety car puts him on the hards now. The strategy is complete. He might try and box later. On the hards will go
that
over
thing
20
you
laps.
said about Windex, he has DNF'd in Austria, Azerbaijan, didn't go to Saudi, and has got 7th in Bahrain.
So he's only finished the season opener so far. Very wretched season for him so far. Needs an upturn of luck soon. Ooh, he's got a bunch of them very close. That's our first safety car. Keep count. 1 safety car, 1 VSC so far. If there's anything to say about X1, wait for a long day. Let's get the safety car preludes underway now. Hayes for a safety car.
Safety car predictions. I'm gonna say 8. I would say we're gonna be here for a very long time.
Let's just get a nice start reflection. What do you think about the start so far? Who's looking like big winners, big losers?
Do you think that we can? You think that we can get Windex in for an interview, maybe?
A mid-race, maybe a mid-race reflection. See what he thinks about his situation. Tell him to keep the comms clean, of course. We don't want anything that looks bad on us here.
Yeah, we.
Casting crew.
I'm telling him that if.
Getting for a quick interview here.
Alright, let's get him in here for a little bit of a quick interview.
You can ask him the first questions. I believe you already have something in mind you want to ask him now?
Yeah, I've got a good one in mind.
While we're under safety car, we get a little interview from him. There he is.
All right, Windex, you're gonna be in here for a little quick interview while we sit under this safety car.
Oh, I'm so honored.
So, you know, what happened just with the
I hit a
tire?
wall.
You hit the wall?
Maybe like an understeer or something. You turned it a bit too early. Or run us through the into the
I had the ERS deployed. I think they had some of it messed up everything.
Maybe you were
You know,
going a
kind
little
of,
bit too fast for the corner.
yeah, kind of understeered. Just kind of got the wall and fucked me in.
uh,
And then
and
it
what
was,
X, I apologize for interrupting,
it's fine, it's
but
fine.
so far you've only finished the season opener. It's my consider down. Are you looking for an upturn of luck, or what is it?
Hopefully, it's not been a good
This is
season
my
so
champion.
far.
This is my championship contender right here. He's
So,
got my bid.
of course, you've always been strong on race starts and qualifying. You've always been the top 10, but you haven't converted into a race result yet. Has there been like anything specific, or
I hit a
just
lot
been
of
a bit of bad
walls.
luck?
Yeah, he does. He hits a lot of walls.
You know, last weekend in Austria, I kind of got caught up in other people's.
Oh, and Harry gets disqualified
wreck.
from the session for going the wrong way.
Uh-oh.
I apologize there, but that's a dismal day, a nightmarish day for Haas so far. The second car's running in P14 and last right now in Boothie.
I'm
Not been
15th now.
a good start for Haas.
All right, so you're currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. You're 14th in the championship right now.
Mm-hmm.
How do you
And just go ahead.
how do you feel about that one?
Yeah,
Do
you
you
know,
think
like I
Do you
said,
think that in the Do you
Bahrain
think
wasn't
that in the
alright.
next races in France, Miami, Mexico, Imola, Spa, you'll be able to make up for all this?
We're hoping for Mexico. I don't know about the track so far.
And just a final question from me here, Windex. Do you think you can pull yourself back out of this championship drought and this race finishes? Do you think you can pull yourself back into the top 10?
We're gonna hope
Top
so.
5 championship finish.
We are going to hope so.
Alright, thank you for your time. We're getting back underway here soon.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So thank you.
Restart now.
And yeah, have
Good one. Maybe just, I don't know, just let him de-stress after that. Just
Yeah,
relax,
just
maybe
kinda-
a bit down after that crash, but I do believe Irons is going now. He's got the power down, it looks like.
Oh wait, whoa! We haven't even acknowledged it. Zola's in P3. Oh, but he's immediately getting pressured from the AlphaTauri and Constant.
Yeah,
Oh
further
wow!
behind. That's Herbie
I
getting
cursed him.
past. Herbie getting past Zola now. It's an AlphaTauri 2-3 so far. Further back, it's looking a bit messy. Don't know who's gonna go for what. Zola defending, I believe, from Constant Jet. And it's looking like they're all running single file now. Not getting too messy now. Not getting too.
Moist has already made
crazy.
up 10 positions.
Snake is pressuring the back of Irons right now.
A great day
Gonna
for
stick with it
Ferrari,
for the
but
lap.
they won with the wrong car.
And a yellow flag. That's looking like a.
Oh, that is a
McLaren of
massive
Moyes.
pileup back there. That's Moist involved in that.
And another pileup at turn 3 off of a restart, like we've seen again. And Flavor's front wing is gone again.
I think
just like the
Moist
race
front
start.
wing survived.
It is Flavor's front wing gone again, just like the first lap. It's just deja vu for him. Back further up front, it is Snake pressuring the back of Iron still. He's keeping that gap under a second. Might go for him here on the straight. Iron's been controlling this race very, very nicely so far. Snake has something. See if Snake has anything to say about that though. Gap is just bridging over a second now. I believe Irons may be pushing to get that 1 second gap out, and he does here down the hill. Snake not getting the exit good enough, and Irons has escaped the 1 second gap again already. Looking at Remixo on his teammate here, Constant Jet, the closest gap so far.
Yeah, Shaqiri just trying to make up those positions from the early pit, and Moist left the session.
And Moist may have gotten kicked, perhaps.
Could that
Might
be
be a
like
game
a lag out, or
Perhaps. Well,
he's
I'm
going to be
sure we'll hear about
insane?
it if it is.
He's going to be insanely slow, and his AI is burning all of his battery.
And as we say that, Remixo gets past his teammate Constant Jet there, around the outside on the straight, easy as you like.
Moist AI is
contest for
burning
him.
all of his battery right now. This is just disasterful.
Disaster for the McLarens too. Flavor's front wing is gone again. He's in the pit. Moist has gotten kicked in the session, I believe. And his AI is not going to have the pace to stick with the guys ahead. And we
Flavor
see,
goes onto the softs, making a little bit of a risky.
And I missed it, but Shikari actually got past Constant Jet there. I missed that, but It's making some big
Irons
moves here for
just
Shikari and
doing
Remixo.
Irons things.
Remixo is riding the back of Zola right now. Getting a good view down his exhaust right now. I don't think this will be a good
Flavor
move,
with
but
a
he's
5-second
thinking
time
about it.
penalty.
Into turn 7. This is very tight. And Remixo makes it stick. He made it work. He actually got past Zola at turn 7. What a move there from Remixo. There's a yellow flag behind.
And that's
that
Boothie
looks
out of
like
the session.
Boothie. And that's our second safety car now. And that is our second Haas retirement.
Wow, that's 2 already.
Like there's always one team that's cursed here. In the
We are
exhibition,
going to
it
be
was the
here
Alfa
for a
Romeos.
while.
In the exhibition, it was the Alfa Romeos that had that dismal day, and now it's looking like the Haas team. And we haven't even reached double digits of lap count, but both Haases are out. One Red Bull.
Both passes are out, and 2 safety cars have been out.
Safety car number 2, lap 7 of 26. I hope we're all here for the long run, because we're gonna see more. I can guarantee you that.
Every lap is
Still no red
excruciating, and
flags.
Irons is going to be pitting.
Now that brings Flavor back into the mix. Flavor went to the softs, which is questionable, to say the least.
Can Irons beat the train out?
And a lot of people box.
Wait, hold on. Can Irons beat this train?
And Shikari and Remixo are going to inherit P1, P2.
I mean, he beat it pretty well.
And Iron still sticks to top 5. He's in P4 now, still stay top 5.
And the
Brilliant
poor
work so far.
McLaren just all alone back there.
He'll catch the back of the pack with the safety
This
car.
is
He'll be back
like
into the
beginning
mix.
of 2023 McLaren. Just
It's just they need something for them. Has Moist joined back the session yet? Or is
I
it
believe
still
he
just
has.
AI?
And Flavor going to be into the pits to take off those softs. And service 5-second.
Oh, yeah, you can serve time penalties in a safety car, not drive-throughs.
Oh, and he goes back onto another set of softs.
And Galminator's back in the top 10 after serving that drive-through. Good turn in luck for him.
Maybe in P1.
As I say,
That's
as
Flavor
Volcano
with
Wizard
another
is-
5-second after he just served the one that he got.
Oh, it's looking dismal for him today. He'll be very frustrated with everything that's happened so far. Last thing he wants is to put in the wall to race the attrition in Baku, as I say. He can probably get a top 10 for
This is just going to be a war of mental state. This is just like the World War I trenches of France when they were having to deal with all that. This is just going to be attrition.
Yeah. The big winners of this race will be those who can keep it out the walls.
Because these are not the... Because these are just not going to be the only DNFs. There's more than likely going to be more.
We got Irons with that star-striking pace. And I don't know if they'll be able to hold out on Irons coming through for long. He's got probably 3 cars here, all on worn or more worn tires, not heavily. But he's got to get by his teammate too. You don't want to see teammate-on-teammate contact. The last thing you want to see here. And they'll be fighting for the constructors as well, with McLaren, I believe, Ferrari.
Let's see whose brain can survive for the longest.
One lapse of focus and you're in a wallet castle. You need to stay alert for this entire race. See if who has a mental stamina for that.
And Flavor going back into the pit lane.
Yeah, probably to serve his 5 seconds so he can catch up with the pack now.
I believe that is
And
another set of softs. Yep.
Yep, stops and softs again. Maybe he's thinking there'll be another safety car, probably holding out his mediums for that. Saving his mediums for that. I do believe there will be another one. I believe we'll see the full 4, the full house. We've had 1 VSC, 2 safety cars. Everything kind of relaxes now. I do believe we'll get going at the end of this lap, even if Flavor does not catch up. At least he got his foot down.
Zach, the reason everyone is wearing pink helmets is because of Iron's baby daughter who was just born yesterday, I believe.
It's a little tribute, nice little tribute, and Hayes is the only one who's disregarded.
Come on, man!
Let's give it over. The disrespect to Iron's daughter today for you has been outrageous. He'll be having some words with you, I believe, in X2 chat. I really hope he does. You know, the disrespected daughter's been taken from you.
I'm gonna get haunted by this.
And rightfully so.
He's just gonna send me recordings of his daughter crying on the baby monitor now.
Gonna make this into a safety car. Actually, I do believe safety car's gonna do another lap, unless it's a late call here. The safety car might be doing another lap.
I believe it is gonna be doing another lap. Because I believe that Flavor has been into the pit lane twice under this one safety car. 3 times, actually.
And he kind of just winds down.
Stoic, I mean, this is what we were prepared for.
Oh, some safety car talk. Let's see. Any topics to talk about so far?
Zola gonna have a recovery drive from P7.
He's on new tires.
J-Lab in P12 is going to floor the entire grid. Everyone's going to be so surprised, but J-Lab's going to win it all.
I think you might be smoking some special stuff with that type of thought right there, but...
And then Iron's going to be P1, obviously. Followed by Zola P2, and then J-Lab P3. Trust it.
I like you're trying to make up for all the bad stuff you said of Iron's daughter now.
I didn't say anything about Iron's daughter. I'm just not going to the race because I need my car keys.
Just completely disregarding his daughter. Say you're gonna do it for the tribute of his daughter, then say you can't do it because of car keys.
I need my car keys.
You care more about your car keys than his daughter. I see how it is. Like I said, disrespect his daughter's been taken today. It's outrageous from you.
I don't even know what language they're speaking in chat, but all I see is J-Lab, and I already know something's about to happen with J-Lab.
They're saying something in Latin right now. They're cursing you. You better throw some salt around your room right now. It's over for you.
You better throw some salts around your room right now.
Maybe take a shower in some salt water or something, because it's not looking good for you tonight, A's. Safety car will be at the end of this lap now.
I need to get an exorcist. I need to get a priest, like, in my house.
You need to recite the Holy Bible to chapter 10.
I need to recite the Holy Bible all the way to Revelations.
Safety car's in. We're right on board with Remixo, see how he controls restart. Leaving a little bit, not the ideal strat for tire warming, but we'll let him do his work.
Let him go to work, let him cook.
You get ready now, he'll be going any second here. And there he's gone, he gets a jump on Shikari, not a very good getaway, but it's good enough. And
see what he can do.
And Irons is already on the back of Veli here. Already pulling to the side of him.
He's later on the braking, wheel to
brakes.
wheel. Irons looks like he has it, and Irons gets it.
He gets him a very authoritative move from Irons around the brakes, late and everything. And Veli drops all the way down to P5 ahead of his teammate. Irons is going to be smashing through this field here in a second. And further back, will Galvin to pressure his teammate here, Veli. It's looking like so, but he's going to hold back for now.
This turn has been the cause of many incidents.
And he's been bombed.
And there it goes again.
In the wall. And there's another train wreck at T3. Every restart. And it's another McLaren. It is Flavor again in the train wreck. Off track. And Moises to P7 now. And that's our third safety car.
We've had four. We've had 4 if you count VSCs. I'm halfway to my prediction.
Flavor's been caught in every single train wreck so far. And he does not have damage, I believe. Very lucky for him.
Zola constant jet.
Zola ran to the back of Galmate, it looked like for me, and that caused the train wreck. Maybe Zola went a bit too deep on the brakes. Zola is missing the front wing now. With that, the Flavor is really not having a good day. He's been caught in every single T3 train wreck so far. So we're giving a conductor's hat at this point. And he does not have damage. Very lucky for him.
This is exhausting.
Saved car number 3, VSC 1. That's 1 more VSC and 1 more saved car off of my prediction. We're back under saved car conditions. Long day today. We expected this.
Yeah, we did. I already want to go home. You think they would get mad at me if I just upped and left?
I'll be do some karaoke, Hayes. Come on, let's just some singing. Let's hear the high notes. Let's hear you sing some Beyonce or something.
Good buddy, you're funny.
Aw, come on. The chat want to say it. Come on, chat.
You're funny, buddy.
Hey, sing. What are your hey, sing? Come on, pressure.
You're real funny. Ha 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 ha.
Let's get some Beyonce, Hayes. Come on.
I'm playing some Clash Royale right now.
Ah, you're not even focused on the race. Iron, come on. It's Hayes. Irons will be sorely disappointed in you.
Surely.
Race roof locked right now. We have quite a couple teams stacked up. We've got the Ferraris 2-3, we've got the McLarens 8-9, and the Aston Martins 5-6. We've got a couple teams stacked up.
It's almost bedtime.
Day here. Mate, are you like, what's the word for the nighttime? It's nighttime once again. What's that word? Want to stay up to the night?
Night owls.
Like bats. No, like the bats. Like what's the
nocturnal
word for
animals?
Yeah, nocturnal. There you go. Nocturnal.
Yeah.
It's like 1:30 p.m. for us. What about?
I am a nocturnal animal. I'm Batman, remember?
That's crazy. Bro's out there saving the streets this entire night.
Exactly.
Catch a Saturday night for him.
Justice.
Tell you what, we might need the streets cleaned here at Azerbaijan with all the debris lying around, especially at turn 3.
Turn 3 is taking like 8 souls.
It's claimed the majority of our losses here, except Boothie, I believe, who was in the wall at turn 7. Windex was in the wall at the final corner, and Harry was also turn 7, so no. It actually hasn't claimed any souls, just claimed a lot of front wings.
Just really had to let everybody know that Boothie was different.
It's claimed a whole lot of front wings there.
Claimed a whole lot of bodies.
Halfway through the race now, and it's been half an hour. Oh dear.
I love my life.
Well, this is what we signed up for. And of course, I'm to be full-time commentators. This is what we signed up for.
We did this to ourselves.
Oh boy.
I didn't know it was going to be this bad.
I had a feeling. I'm not gonna
This
lie
is
to
like
you.
a 9 to 5.
I mean, I'm a patient man. I can wait, but it'd be nice to have some action.
It would be nice to have some action, aka wants to see somebody die.
I mean,
We've already seen plenty of that.
T3. Might go to the mid pack for T3, see if I get my wish. Obviously, safety car will be in this lap. We're gonna get ready to go again. Safety car restart number 3.
Every time there's a safety car, I'm just gonna get on Clash Royale.
He has it planned out and everything. Yep, safety car in. Remixo controls the pack again. I'm gonna go to Shikari this time. See how he reacts. See if reaction time's up to date, up to standard. Irons is teaming behind him on fresh medium, so we'll be looking to pressure him soon. Just be cautious about him as well.
What a wonderful day for Ferrari, but they run with the wrong car.
Remixo will be going here soon. Irons just biding his time, waiting, not gonna pressure the
He's gone.
Remixo is gone. He went again, he's got to jump again. It's good enough, not great, but good enough to keep Shikari at bay. On the brakes, Shikari
Irons just so much later.
Again. Gets a little bit of a wiggle out of turn 1 Remixo. Might put him under pressure now. Gap is sneaking under attempt slowly here.
We have had an incident
Shikari
every time here when the grid has been bunched up and when there's been a safety car. Let's see if we can keep our noses clean this time.
Shikari's going to let his teammate by here. Inside to let Irons go. Irons is now in the chase for P1. Further back, we have a pile up at turn 3. It's not looking like it. They've kept it clean now. They learned from their mistakes. They kept it clean. First one without that pile up. Further ahead again. Irons right on the back of Remix now.
Remy and Irons similar
sliding.
on ERS. Is Irons really going to pursue a move? He's not backing out.
The turn 7 can get done. He cuts the corner a bit, but he gets it. He gets alongside, not into Castle Lads. Just back out. There you go. He gets back in line there.
tagging.
Oh, and they spun. The Irons is spun. Oh, this is so unfortunate for him. Second race running in a row where he spun. Oh no, Irons. And all of his hard work is undone again, just like Austria. So unlucky, Irons there.
Just looked up and they
Further
were
back
too
ahead.
wide and do Castle, and I was like, what are they doing?
And back up ahead again is Shikari trying to pick up the pieces for Ferrari now in P2, chasing down Remix. All that work undone again for Irons. Just another mistake.
Oh, and Shikari!
Shikari! Oh, I caught a glimpse of that, and he's
gotta
hard
be
into the
wing
wall.
damage.
Very lucky. Very lucky to not be DNF though. He does not look like he's missing an end plate or anything. And he's boxed. He does have damage. And so does Remix. So Veli is now your race leader with J-Leb in P2.
I
That's a lot of
told
position
you!
change happening back
I
here.
told
and
you!
Very close. Fritzy and Flavor are very close. Moist is back into P3 now. Further behind, looks like they're still single file. Some moves behind Shikari and Snake on pit exit maybe. Easy coming out beside, comes up beside nobody. A lot of people in the pits. Irons as well, hoping for the safety car to pick up the pieces. Further back ahead. J-Leb on Veli is going to get very spicy, I believe. J-Leb looking for a win here. Needs to keep it out the walls, get past Veli. Kirby on Flavor. Very close together. Under 3/10 majority of that lap there.
Just being a gremlin and sneaking his way back in.
Moist is caught.
Has
over
Irons
2
pit for that
seconds.
wing damage? Believe so.
Yeah, Irons did box. Moist has caught over a second to this front two now, bringing the pack closer. Fritzy following close behind him now. As Veli is pulled over a second on J-Leb. J-Leb will be very vulnerable down the straight now. No slipstream, no DRS protection.
Valley has to pit very soon. These tires will not make it to the end.
And with all the safety cars, you never know. He might be trying some sort of dangerous strategy.
Oh, he's off.
Might get very close to a puncture. And J-Leb gonna fall into the clutches of moisture down the straight. I think it's inevitable.
Irons is going to have a brilliant recovery drive.
I think J-Leb is using some battery to try and keep him behind. He does go slightly defensive, but Moistful does pull to the inside. Gonna get alongside and through now down
That's
the
3
straight.
wide.
Well, Fritzy looks to follow him through. Does he get it done? And he does. They're battling now behind. Get him down the brakes perhaps, and he does really. He's cleared him before they get to the entry of turn 2. DRS is now enabled, and Moist is going to inherit the lead on Valley here down the straight. No real contest. Not complete with that DRS and ERS combo. Down to the corner, gets him done easy on the brakes. And your new race leader in XRL Moist started dead last, now leading this race.
Oh, and that's an incident. That's an Alpine.
Alpine.
That's constant.
That's constant. The Alpine Constant Jet is in a wall, I believe. And he's in the runoff. He's in the runoff at turn 3. Deep into the runoff. And he pulls back onto the track now. Down to P11. Irons still running last. Very disappointing day.
Irons will come back.
It was looking so nicely wrapped up.
Oh, and that's another incident. That's in Castle, and J-Lab's out.
That's J-Lab, and it's J-Lab in the wall at Castle. Oh, no.
There's not a single... I think we hit the safety car limit. I think there can only be 3 safety cars a race.
There can be 4. I've seen 4, but not enough to trigger a safety car there. J-Lab in the wall. Need something a little more catastrophic to bring Irons back up into play. But he's doing so well off of that safety car restart. Benefited so nicely, and it's all undone again now. Gap to Zola Galminator. Galminator's missing his front wing, maybe caught up in that incident. Zola running behind him. Needs to be a bit cautious here. He's going to be very slow to this right-left. Keeps out the wall, Galminator. Zola just trailing behind. Look at DRS to pull away a bit. All gaps over a second now. Everyone's settling down. Watching for mistakes. And Zola. Oh, and Galminator's in the wall at the pit lane.
Oh, and that's another one out.
Galminator breaking 2
That's
deep.
still not enough for a safety car.
It's still not. And still gaps hovering.
Irons is just going to have to rely on raw pace.
Raw pace and strength.
And Zola's in the pit
top
lane.
3 maybe.
This is disaster class for Mercedes.
Just like the exhibition, Moist pulls it back from dead last and is stretching a gap over 2 seconds now. 9 laps to go. Just getting his work in. No real big hassles now. Just do what you did in the exhibition. Strike off in the distance. Can Flavor, his teammate, pull back into a podium position, make it a McLaren. A nice recovery for the McLarens. Flavor caught into a train wreck 3 times this race. He might be able to pull back a McLaren 1-3 perhaps here.
Irons is catching the rest of the grid rapidly.
Actually, Flavor's on orange sauce. I think Flavor's gonna have to box again, but Flavor is on the back of Fritzy here. Might get him with the DRS down the straight now as Herbie falls close behind as well. Herbie, I believe, is going to be net P4 with the tire wear percentage. Flavor very early out. Herbie gets the overtake. Flavor had a really poor exit, got very sideways on exit, and Herbie gets
and Herbie taps the wall.
He's slow now out of there, and that spares Veli from any danger now, as Herbie and Flavor have to battle on T1 now. DRS for Flavor is going to get by him down the straight. Can Herbie stick with him, get him back down into turn 3?
Oh, and Fritzy has a huge spin, but not race ending, but that opens the door for Veli.
Veli is still over 2 seconds away from Fritzy, and he is blinking too. He's trying all he can to catch him, but it's not enough. I believe Fritz is going to have to box again too with the soft tire wear.
Irons made an overtake on Constant Jet.
And Herbie gets back ahead of Flavor with the DRS down to turn 3. Right on board with Flavor running behind Herbie. It's the chase for P3 now. Herbie's pulling off in the distance. I think Flavor looks like he's fuel saving here. He's lifting well before the corners.
I think Flavor fueling wasn't really...
hasn't helped him so far with all the incidents, but maybe some tire wear as well. Keeping the tires nice and low as possible on tire wear. And Sauce will go like 6 laps a minimum or maximum, was my prediction before the grip really does not work. For Herbie on the back of Veli now. Down the hill, he's trying to move down the hill. He looked to the
Remy got the overtake on Shaqiri.
He does get back ahead of Shikari for P6 now, remix.
Irons is making up pretty much
the
like
one's on the
half a
side.
second a lap.
Herbie's trying some dangerous looks here. Looking to the inside of that flat-out left-right chicane. What's his face? Valley does not have any battery left, nor DRS. Just wait till the straight here and pull ahead of him with DRS easy. A little bit of DRS to aid him. Valley cannot challenge him here. Does not have the battery for it.
Herbie up
Herbie's
into P3.
blinking. I believe Herbie is blinking too now. And he does
And
not
Moist
get a
just
good
walks away into the sunset.
Moist is having a picnic stroll right now. And that will put Valley under threat from Flavor behind, but he has DRS to
Snake.
defend.
Oh, Shaqiri in the pits for a new front wing.
Alright, that brings Irons back into P8 now. As Fritzy is actually pulling away. Fritzy's pulling away a bit from Herbie. That gap
Fritzy
is
still has
just
to
about 3
pit
seconds.
along with Flavor and Veli.
They can try to go to the end, but I don't know if the sauce will last that long without blowing up. Of course, I haven't seen track temp or anything. I don't know if the wear is better than most times here, but just judging off of my previous knowledge, they will have to pit again. Maybe they're holding out for a safety car, perhaps. Everything calming down now, but Flavor on Valley now. Right on his back bumper again. His rear wing.
Irons really close to the wall, just trying to get all the time he can.
Maybe pulling back a podium would be quite impressive from in here if he can pull it back. And Flavor just cannot get the exit out of that corner. He's always sliding.
It's those softs, they're done. Like, he needs to get off of them.
See if he can pull with DRS. 710 to DRS be enough to pull that for him. He's got his DRS deployed. He's getting very quickly, very rapidly on Valley here. Not going to be enough.
Veli is blinking.
Won't be
Fritzy
enough
into the
for him.
pits.
And Fritzy does box. It's a sauce. I told you it will not last. Flavor's
Fritzy,
got the box too.
Fritzy may hold up Snake, and that no Snake goes through. Oh no, I believe they may be wheel to wheel on the exit. No, Irons and Fritzy are going to be wheel to wheel on the exit, I believe.
And Flavor with the DRS cannot get close enough to Valley for a move there. Valley defending even with the blinking battery. That just shows how poor the condition of Flavor's tires are. Softs do not last into double-digit numbers.
Flavor and Veli both have to box. They're just losing time to the drivers behind.
I don't know whether it's guts or stupidity for Flavor here being on the sauce for this long, but it's very dangerous.
He's getting into puncture range.
It's very dangerous with how close the walls come at you here. You should probably box soon, make up as much positions as you can with this pace and new tires. This is all just bringing Irons closer to him.
Moist honestly may have to pit too.
Moist knows his mediums will last. Mediums will last around 14-15 laps maximum.
They will just be
unusable.
They will just be dead.
Yeah, they'll be borderline unusable by the end of this race for Moist. It's all calming down now. It's just Remixo on Flavor now. It just shows the state of those tires. He cannot keep anyone behind or even move forward on them despite the compound difference. Remixo will make easy work of him here. I don't think it'll be too much of a contest. And Flavor still does not box. He's still just dropping like a rock through water right now.
Veli on those 17 lap old hards, he is just not pit this entire race.
Valley's pulling him back fast. I'll tell you what, that's a very strong showing from Valley, who was out in Q1, I believe. His teammate is DNF'd, who started P8 with somehow with the qualifying down dominator.
Fastest lap. Irons making up time on Fritzy and Snake.
I don't know what happened to Irons' pace. Maybe it's a compound difference, but he hasn't caught too much to Fritzy yet. Fritzy's done a good job to keep pace after that pit stop and not fall into the clutches of Irons, so we saw that strong pace throughout all the quality and the race. Maintaining that gap very well until the incident in Castle, of course.
Moist just out in front.
Just like the exhibition, just doing his work, minding those business. The gap 2P2 is about to breach the 10-second barrier, double digits for Moist. Very controlled from him after starting P16 dead last at the start of this race.
The Ferraris are gaining on each other and rapidly.
We might have a little bit of Ferrari showdown at the end.
But that lead Ferrari is also made up like seconds on Fritzy.
Oh yeah, he's caught over a second this lap. Fritzy's pace has dropped off a bit. Maybe the ERS has burned away from him. Oh no, wait, no.
Fritzy's trying to fight Snake, and when Snake and Fritzy start fighting, that leaves the door open for
That's
Irons.
the wrong way. Fritzy's catching the back of Snake. That's my fault. I got it mixed up. Irons is not catching Fritzy. Fritzy's catching Snake very rapidly now. It's in DRS, and a move ahead for Valley Remixo.
Valley has a pit.
Valley and Remixo fighting now for the final podium spot. Remixo getting by Valley there. Valley will have a bite of DRS. Can he do it? Enough. Straight line speed does not have any ERS at his disposal whatsoever. Does not have the pace to pull alongside into turn 3, and that is from Mixo up into P3. Right now, Herbie does have a penalty. I don't know how big the penalty is, but looks like the gap is big enough for that to be your final
It's
run.
a 5-second.
If the race were to end right now, yeah, that would be your standings. It would be Herbie P2, Remixo P3. Nope, it would be Herbie P3 and Remixo P2.
No, you're wrong again. It'd be Herbie P4 and Valley and Remy P2 and P3.
And actually, the gap, yeah, 2 tenths. Herbie needs 2 more tenths to keep Valley out of the podium spots. And with that tire wear from Valley, it's looking very likely. I don't know if he'll be able to hang on to the back of them. Snake on. Oh no, watch the wrong person there. It's Fritzy on.
Oh, and that's a caution in the back. That's Constant Jet, the runoff.
Supposed to run off the will not be a VSC or safety car of any sorts. Running out of laps here. When it hits lap 24, the safety car will not be able to come out if we hit lap 24. Oh, and side by side through a flat left right, the Red Bull and McLaren to Flavor backs out of it, and Fritzy gets into P5 now. The AlphaTauri of Snake trailing very close behind. And Flavor gets back by Fritzy with the DRS. Very calculated from him. Fritzy
So far, this has just been a disaster class for Ferrari. And Mercedes.
Locked out the front row down to P8 and 9. It sounds like Ferrari in real life too. Down the inside of turn 2 goes Fritzy. He's going to have the DRS2. Flavor can't fight that. And Fritzy's going to streak off in the distance, but behind now again. You see the AlphaTauri Snake making the move on Flavor too. My apologies. And he gets it done before T3. And the Flavor now down to P7.
And Shaqiri got the overtake on Irons.
A very good day turned to a very dark day for Irons there. Maybe a bit of frustration from him at the end of this race. Might see it. So the race calms down again for a little bit. Fritzy in DRS range of Valley looking to get by him. He might be pushing for a podium spot. If he can get within that 1 second of Remixo, I do believe it'll be enough to capitalize off of Herbie's penalty. And he's making the move down the loop with the left-handers. Oh, very close to the wall there for Valley. Keep it out the walls, and he backs out of it, not wanting to crash with all that's on the line here. Just going to get him back with DRS down the straight. Remixo is in sight for Fritzy as well. He's making big moves to the field right now. Big drive from Fritzy after his teammate Windex DNF'd early on in the race.
Oh, and that's wing damage for a Ferrari. That's wing damage for Shaqiri.
There's a
Flavor's out.
Retired on track. He's crashed, I believe, somewhere. This is enough laps for a safety car. I don't believe we don't have a full, not even a VSC yet. We will not get a safety car. It's lap 24. Safety cars are unable to appear now. It's too late in the laps.
Shaqiri has a wing damage, and that leaves Irons to do overtaking.
And Fritzy gets by Valley here. Fritzy gets by Valley. Valley very squarely out. Snake might get him now too. Into the DRS. Valley's lost the DRS to Fritzy with that. He's losing the back end at the end of turn 1. DRS for Snake. Could he cruise up to him? It's not looking close enough to make a third dive here. He's looking to the inside. He's going to go for it on the brakes, and he backs out. He thinks better of it. Not close enough for him. And Veli lives for one more lap in the P5. Fritzy sets off after Remixo now. Gap just about to sneak under a second. As Snake applies the pressure on Veli through the middle sector. Not many.
Remy trying to get to Herbie to take that P1 or that P2. But I believe him fighting with Fritzy may slow him down a lot.
Fritzy staring squarely at the back of the LP now, trying to capitalize for a podium position. Herbie not doing enough to break the penalty gap. And I think Snake and Veli are about to go side by side. No, Snake backs out of it again to the loop. And Fritzy still just biding his time winning for the DRS.
Who's the fastest lap?
That would be Shikari, I believe, on the softs. And he's going to go again. He's going to be soft and defending advantage. With that front moving out the pit, I believe he'll go again.
Yeah, I believe Shikari has the fastest lap.
With DRS, this will be a very easy move here for Fritzy on Remix. Not much defense Remix has.
Yeah, Shikari has the fastest.
But very easy for Fritzy there before they even get
Fritzy and Remy fighting. That may slow him down enough for Herbie to be able to go, and Herbie's out of the penalty range.
And behind, Snake has got by Veli and sets off of after Remixo now. Fritzy needs a couple of hundredths, and he does. He's into the penalty range of Herbie. He will inherit P2 if he keeps his pace.
But he's going to have to fight Remy.
Remy backs out of it. Does not have the pace for it. Just more battery for Fritzy there. Now maybe under pressure from Snake. If he can, just needs to stick with the DRS of Fritzy here. Remixo, if he wants to keep away from Snake. This on those medium tires. With equal wear to Remixo, but maybe a bit more pace.
Fritzy is just flying.
There's really some strong pace here. Maybe my driver of the day will have to go to Moist for that comeback drive. Very dominant after. I didn't see much overtakes happening from him, but they do say Baku was a race of attrition, and his attrition is large here now. A very large munitions pile for Moist here. Kept it out the walls. Inherited plays it to make any big moves, and he's in P1 by over 8.5 seconds now. Just like we saw in the exhibition. Very controlled drive from him. Absolutely title worthy.
I believe that if Herbie can keep it together, he will probably inherit P3. Yeah, it's looking like it.
So everything stabilizes, all gaps over a second and a half now. Everything calming down. And I believe Shikari is after his fastest lap attempt right now. His Irons box for a fastest lap attempt too, trying to make some inroads to that as well. Having a battle for the fastest lap with the Ferraris. Just watching our race leader here in a land of his own. I'll tell you what, this is very different, polar opposite ends between Austria and Azerbaijan here in terms of racing.
Yeah, completely opposite.
Shikari sets fastest
Shikari
lap.
with the fastest lap again, but Irons is going to be able to go for 1-2.
That pace in qualifying of Irons was superior to almost everyone in the field. It was over a second in every session except Q3. And then it was only about a tenth and a half before the 1 second barrier of gaps. I believe he will have the pace to pull the fastest lap from his teammate, but so we're here for the man of the hour right now is XRL Moist. Started P16 in last, up into P1 now. Just watching him on his victory lap. Lap 26 of 26. Final 2 corners, or real corners. Coming through the final
Irons
corner
with the
now.
purple sector 1.
Into the final whip corner now. Only the flat out left-right chicane chinks here for what's his face? XRL Moist before he sees the checkered flag. One left-hander to the last right-hander and down the straight now. Just enjoying the scenes towards the line. A long run.
Let's hope we don't have a Max Verstappen tire blowout.
Well, that would be very depressing for him. But what a drive for XRL Moist, your winner here. 3-time winner so far. XRL Moist wins round 4 in Azerbaijan.
He has won 3 out of the 4 races.
What a drive, as Fritzy behind the DRS can't get Herbie before the line, but he will
Herbie
get
with a 5-second penalty.
Can Remixo claim it off him, and he does. Remixo
Oh
moves
no,
up to
Herbie
position.
down to P4, so close to the podium.
And Herbie is Alpha Tauri 4-5. Remix gets that last podium position at 2
Iron's
tenths.
flying, trying to salvage anything he can, trying to get a fastest lap, and I believe he is going to get it.
He does. 7 tenths of a second. That's what Irons gets that fastest lap. He'll be a bit frustrated, maybe a bit disappointed with how that race panned out after that safety car. But nonetheless, a good recovery for him, back in the P7 after all of that. As the last across the line will be Constant Jet and XRL Zola. Zola coming down to the line now to round out some more points for... Oh, and Irons is DNF'd.
Wait, whoa, did it like...
It has DNF'd him after the line. Does he run out of fuel?
He just left the session after he finished.
Probably sorely disappointed and a bit frustrated with how that race panned out, but we'll see what the admins have to say about his finishing position. But Zola crosses the line in the pit lane to claim P9 or 8, not sure of that yet. As Constant Jet, your last race finisher, come to the line now. The final point position, the final finisher, across the line now. It was a bit of a slow race. Not much happened.
Yeah, I mean, not horribly.
It wasn't awful.
Last to first. That was the last to first from Moist.
Making light work of the field, making him look silly with how he's driving right now. The performances we're used to seeing from Moist now. Unlike in Austria, he had that mistake going to the back of Irons. Maybe see him in X1 next season. Like you, Hayes, you got promoted just for this season. I believe you would have been on
Yeah,
that podium here tonight.
I got promoted for my win in Brazil. So Moist will probably be back in X1 next season.
That's your final race runnings. Moist P1, Fritzy P2. I'm picking it up for Red Bull after his teammate DNF'd first lap, I believe. Alpine double points with Remixo, final step on the podium. Herbie lost his podium for that penalty, but it's an AlphaTauri 4-5, still good points for them. Veli P6 for the Aston Martin, good recovery. Out in Q1, down out to P6 now. Shikari and Iron, so I don't know why I got DNF'd, but just like Ferrari's typical real-life things, they started on the front row, ended P7 and 8, I believe, and then it was Zola P9 and Constant Jet, the final Alpine P10. A lot of DNFs.
Yeah.
6 people DNF'd. It's a third of the field, maybe a bit more. Well, that wraps up round 4. A bit of a slow race today. Can't deliver on a sequel to Austria, that barnstorm we had last weekend, but we'll catch you all next weekend again, this time, again, 12 p.m. EST, 5 p.m. BST. It's been your hosts, or commentator, the commentator crew of N, Stoic, and Hayes. We will see you all next week again.